Okay.
Good morning, everyone. We have with us today Mark Saya. Mark is the Global Marketing Manager for Sakata, and it's our privilege to have him here to share with us a little bit about their varieties in the trials. So, Mark, go ahead and take it away.
All right. Thank you, Linda. And I guess I should start by saying it's my privilege, and I appreciate the opportunity to review Sakata's new 2021 genetics with your membership. I certainly trust in the coming weeks that you and your members get a chance to see these genetics in person. But in the meantime, hopefully this quick webinar at least serves as a helpful overview for what to look for in the trials that you have in the Orlando area. By way of introduction, again, my name is Mark Saya. I know it's not spelled that way, but that's what I answer to. I've been with Sakata 10 years now, and while Sakata is a Japanese company, we have our North American headquarters in Morgan Hill, California, and we have research stations and production sites throughout North America, including Fort Myers. I'm based out of Naples, and at the end of my presentation, I got my contact information, both my phone and emails. So if any questions or comments come up afterwards, I'd love to be able to answer those directly. So our first product I'd like to review, of course, is Sun Patience. Really, when it comes to worry-free color, nothing delivers like Sun Patience. They're, of course, the #1 market leader because of their proven performance in the garden and in the landscape. I think we all know how challenging that the challenges flowering annuals face in Florida. And Sun Patience have proven once again and time and again to deliver that continuous color. It really gets back to their unique genetic makeup, and they're able to provide long-lasting color because they have a very strong, aggressive root system, very vigorous plant habit, strong weather tolerance, and exceptional disease resistance. So one of the things is we're constantly looking to upgrade the genetics. They've been on the market now for about 14 years. And this coming year, we've got 2 new introductions. They're noted on the top: Compact Rose Glow and Compact Hot Pink. For those that may not be fully familiar with the Sun Patient offer, they actually are divided into 2 subcategories: compact and vigorous. While compact may be somewhat of a misnomer because these plants, especially in the Florida environment, they easily get 24 to 30 inches tall. Under cooler conditions, they tend to be a little more less vigorous. And in those areas, they're often looking at vigorous type. However, the vigorous type does have a role, as some of you have seen, when you're looking for very large, massive plantings of color. But the Compact Rose Glow is very exciting because it's a very bright color. It really stands out in the landscape. That color just pops. And it matches extremely well with our Compact White, which is the #1 seller and our prototype for this series. So we try to have our new genetics match Sun Patient Compact White. The other new introduction is Compact Hot Pink. This is really stood out for its heat tolerance and its ability to withstand wilt under extremely stressful conditions. I mentioned our Fort Myers research station, and this was just, some patients do extremely well and thrive in heat. But the Compact Hot Pink really stood out from the other genetics for its heat tolerance and its ability to withstand wilting. So that's something to really look out for, how well it stands under these conditions. And the bottom line, if you're looking for high impact color with long lasting results, you really need to be considering sun patience if you haven't already. This is the 12th year we've seen double-digit increase in sun patient sales, and you can't have that sustainable growth without performance in the landscape. So we're very excited about the sun patients offer, and hope you get a chance to see these in person, the newest introductions. Next category is Supercal petunias. I know most of your membership looks at petunias as a winter crop, but the Supercal have exceptional heat tolerance, more so than any other series on the market, and that goes back to their unique genetic makeup. Supercal are actually an intergeneric hybrid, so it's part petunia, part calabacoa, and with that genetic makeup, you get outstanding heat tolerance. It does very well under rainy conditions. The flowers will stay open under light rain, and they rebound very quickly after a heavy downpour. But it also offers a very unique disease resistance. This slide here illustrates, actually it was a single location, a restaurant outside of Columbus had plantings, and you can see to the right there was traditional petunias, and on the other side of the walkway to the background you can see they planted Supercal, and the difference in how they perform. This picture was taken in early July, and powdery mildew had decimated the traditional petunias on the right, and Supercal stood up extremely well with very, very little impact. Two new colors for spring 21. You can see Supercal Rose on the left, and then Supercal Royal Red. And very strong, semi-trailing type habit, so they do really well in the landscape as well as baskets. And something to really look for as the season progresses. You'll see how much better they tolerate the heat than traditional petunias. Vinca, I know your members are extremely familiar with Vinca, one of the top performing bedding plants in Florida. Sakata is introducing a new F1 hybrid called Virtuosa. You're going to find that it has really nice, large, round flowers, does extremely well in the heat, and robust, strong plants with nice, thick stems. 8 colors in a mix. So be sure to compare Virtuosa to what you may currently be growing. And then finally, our Viking begonias. Viking were introduced last year, and many people did trials with the Viking begonias. One of the things that is unique to the series is this chocolate leaf. It really is the darkest, almost black leaf in begonias that really sets off the flower color. Like Sun Patience, it's available in 2 different series. Viking, the traditional interspecific begonia, and then XL, which will really make a very large planting, getting 36 inches or taller in the landscape. So I know it's a short little overview, but we certainly appreciate the opportunity to share with your membership. And here's my contact information. If you have any questions or comments regarding our genetics, I'd love to address those directly.
Thanks, Mark. We look forward to having you back with us on May 12th, and happy to share this information with our members. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Linda.